Oh, we're gonna hope it doesn't lag. I mean, it's on, but it's Hello and welcome into Lakewood Park for this broadcast of Edenton Steamers Baseball. I'm Luke Milai, and tonight the Steamers make another trip to Lakewood Park, this time taking on the Suffolk. The Steamers will lead things off. It'll be Chase Bruno coming up to the plate for the Clams. Bruno will face Caden Hilberger on the mound for the Voyagers. Bruno takes for a called strike, 0-1 the count. Hilberger. Bruno set the pitch, swung on line, back through the middle for a base hit. Chase Bruno has a hit in every game this season. He puts a man at first for the Clams, with nobody out here in the first. Tanner Thatch up to the plate. Chase Bruno leading off first. Hilberger's ready. The pitch. Swing and a drive into right field. That'll drop for a base hit. Bruno's thinking about third. He'll take a short turn and stop at second. It's back-to-back singles to lead off the game for the Steamers. That'll bring Alden Cottle up to the plate. We apologize for the lack of video, just a radio broadcast for now, but it's the Steamers with 2 runners on in the top of the first. And Alden Cottle up to the plate, still scoreless here at Lakewood Park. First pitch to Cottle's down low, 1-0. A lot of energy from the Steamers dugout. Something we haven't seen as much of as of late. Cottle leaves it alone. Up and in, 2-0 the count. Alden Cottle getting the start over at second today. He's got Chase Bruno down at second, Tanner Thatch over at first, both singled to lead off the inning. And Hilberger will take a turn back to look at Bruno. He's back in without a throw. The pitch. Swung on, shot back to Hilberger, and he drops it. His only play's now to first, and he'll get it there. But the runners advance into scoring position. Bruno to third, Thatch to second, with 1 out here in the first. Once again, a radio broadcast for now here at Lakewood Park. The Steamers batting in the top half of the first inning. Runners at second and third. Tate Abbott now up to the plate. Abbott leaves it for a called strike. 0-1 the count to Abbott. Tate Abbott came back last night into the starting lineup after a 2-game absence due to right knee soreness. 1-0 pitch, he'll line that one right at the first baseman, Spady, and he'll make the catch. Abbott got absolutely all of it, but it went right at Spady. Runners forced to hold, 2 outs here in the first. Jared Beebe up to the plate, 2 runners in scoring position for the Clams, 2 outs in the first. He'll swing and miss at a high fastball, 0-1 the count to Beebe. Chase Bruno over at third, Tanner Thatch at second. Top half of the first here at Lakewood Park. Still scoreless. Caden Hilberger, his pitch, taken by Beebe for a called strike, 0-2 the count. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Beebe fouls it off. He stays alive. Count remains 0-2 to Beebe. Hillberger's ready with his sign. Pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back to the fence by Beebe. We'll do it again at 0-2. Pair of singles to lead off the inning for the Steamers. Can Beebe pay it off? The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit high out towards right field. Moving back is Forbes, and he'll make the catch running towards the fence. The Steamers strand 2 in scoring position. We'll head to the bottom half of the first. Scoreless here at Lakewood Park. Hello and welcome back to Lakewood Park here for the bottom half of the first inning. The Steamers and the Suffolk Voyagers matching up for the second time this season. The Steamers took the first matchup between the two back at historic Hicks Field earlier in the season, 6-1. The Steamers had a pair of singles to lead off the first from Chase Bruno and Tanner Thatch, but couldn't quite bring them home. And now the Voyagers will come up to the plate for the first time today. It'll be Nicky Wolking on the mound for Edenton. He'll face leadoff man Brian Wilson for the Voyagers. First pitch is sent high in the air to center. Paulson moves to his right into left center field, and he ranges back and he misjudged it. The ball gets down. Wilson's going to get into second standing, and the leadoff man is aboard. It's a bit windy here at Lakewood Park. Paulson looked like he had it settled under, and he moved to his right, and then all of a sudden it was over his head. The leadoff man and Brian Wilson is aboard at second, and that'll bring Dawson Gizik up to the plate, the righty. A long pause as Wilson set to lead off second. Gizik stands into the box, the shortstop tonight for the Voyagers. Wolking's pitch. That one is in there for a called strike for Gizik. Gizik tried to show bunt, pulled back, but it was called a strike regardless. Wolking a long stare in from the stretch, takes a peek back at second, and now he'll look back there and step off to hold Wilson in. Last night, the Tarboro River Bandits took 5 bases, stole 5 bags against Edenton. And Woking trying to make sure that doesn't start here in the first. Wilson, a couple of strides off second. The pitch popped up. First base side, Tate Abbott behind the bag, moves to his right, and he'll make the catch. Oh, always a couple more claps when Tate Abbott catches one of those flies. And that's it for the first out here in the first. Teammates yelling good job to him across the field on the routine pop-up. That'll bring up Philip Forbes. The righty steps into the box against the lefty Woking, who's pitching from the stretch. Pitch. Oh, Brian Wilson had to hold at second, so he'll only advance to third on a ball that drifts into left. And there's runners at the corners now for the Voyagers. Still just 1 out here in the first. Once again, not a ton of video tonight, so we're going with an audio-radio broadcast. I'll bring Trey Blow up to the plate. Righty into the box with runners at the corners. He'll swing at the first pitch he sees and foul it away, 0-1. We've seen the Voyagers attacking the first pitch from Woking a lot as of late. They did face him once already this season. He came into relief. Pitched 1 1/3 against the Voyagers, allowed no hits, walked 2, and struck out 2 in that 6-1 win back at historic Hicks Field. That one's taken for a called strike. 0-2 now the count to Blow. It's Brian Wilson over at third, who reached to lead off the inning, and Philip Forbes at first, who just singled. 0-2 the count to Blow. Woking's ready from the stretch, and now he'll throw over to first. Let's keep Forbes close. Trey Blow, 4 for 8 and 8 at-bats this season. He's knocked in a pair of runs. He's got a chance here with runners on the corners. Pitch up high, 1-2 the count. Trey Blow did not play the last time these teams matched up. Pitch. Swing and a miss on the ball in the dirt, but it gets away from Kermode momentarily. Wilson thought about coming from third. He got nearly halfway down the line before retreating. Forbes moves from first to second, so there's 2 in scoring position, but there's now 2 outs here in the first. It's the first strikeout of the night for Nicky Woking. That'll bring Ahmad Goldson. The lefty steps into the box against the lefty Woking with runners at second and third. Pitch is chopped. Woking moves to his left. Cottle comes in from second. His throw to first is in time. Alden Cottle had to barehand it on the infield grass, and he makes an impressive throw to first to wrap up the bottom half of the inning. The Voyagers, just like the Steamers, strand 2 in scoring position. Will head to the second, still scoreless at Lakewood Park. Hello and welcome back to Lakewood Park here for the top half of the second inning between the Steamers and the Suffolk Voyagers. Each team stranded runners at second and third. to end the first inning, still scoreless. And Jackson Hipp will lead things off for the Steamers here in the second. The righty Hipp steps in against the right-hander, Caden Hilberger on the mound. Hilberger's first pitch is swung on and hit high to right field by Hipp. Moving back forward is Forbes. He's under it. He'll make the catch about 10 steps from the fence for the first out of the inning. We saw the Voyagers swing at 4 first pitches in that first inning against Nicky Wolking, the left-hander for the Steamers. Now the Steamers trying to bring some of that here in the second. Hunter Cole up to the plate for Edenton. The lefty steps in. He'll swing at the first pitch and foul it straight back. 0-1 the count to Cole. Cole out in left field tonight for Edenton, and he had a lot of success the last time he was here at Lakewood Park. The 0-1 in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. Last time Hunter Cole was here at Lakewood Park, he was taking on the Norfolk Redbirds, had 3 hits, a double, a 2-run home run. Those were his first 3 hits of the season. 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1 the count. Hunter Cole up with nobody aboard here in the second for the Steamers. Here's the 2-1. Swings and sends it high out towards center field. Wilson moves to his right into left center field. He's under it, and he'll make the catch. Out number 2 here in the second. That'll bring Case Kermode up to the plate. Kermode to the plate, catching tonight for the Steamers. The right-hander waits and swings at the first pitch he sees, grounds it over to second. It's Gilisano up, and his throw is off the bag, and Case Kermode's in safely. The throw brought Spady, the first baseman, off the bag. He tried to apply a tag. After making the catch, Kermode avoid the tag, touch first. And he's aboard with 2 outs here in the second. That'll bring Nate Paulson up to the plate. Hitting 9th today for the Steamers. The righty steps in as Hilberger's pitching from the stretch. Pitch, he'll take that one for a called strike, 0-1. It's Case Kermode down at first, who reached on an error from Gilisano, and now they'll check on him over at first. He's in safely. Only 1 the count to Paulson. Paulson lines it on 1 hop over to short. It's bobbled by Gizik, and he lost it. Gizik had a tailor-made easy grounder and tossed to second. He bobbled it, couldn't collect it soon enough. Kermode's into second. Paulson's into first. Back-to-back errors from the Voyagers. Puts 2 men on for the Steamers for the second straight inning. Two on for Chase Bruno, who singled in his first at-bat tonight. Bruno's got a hit in all 11 games now for the Steamers this season. The only Steamer with a hit in every game. The righty steps in against Hilberger with runners at first and second. Pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1 the count to Bruno. Last time these teams played, Bruno had a pair of runs batted in. Got a runner out at scoring position for him right now. Behind in the count, 0-1. Pitch. Down low, 1-1. Chase Bruno came into this game hitting .395. His on-base percentage was .447. One of the most effective hitters on this team. 1-1 pitch. He'll wait on it, send it to the left side, and under the glove of Blow. The Voyagers, as that ball just went right under the glove of Trey Blow. The Steamers taking advantage as Chase Bruno brings one around. Alert base running from Paulson going from first to third. So that ball slowed down as it headed into left. bring Tanner Thatch. Runners going. Here's the throw down to second. Bruno's in safely to second. Paulson came a little bit off. That one's popped up. Hyde on the third base side. Moving over is Goldson towards the line, and he'll make a leaping catch. And that'll wrap up the second inning. The Steamers strand a pair, but not before putting one across. It's Edenton out ahead, 1-0. The new 2022 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order, stop by Sound Feet Shoes of Edenton, or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up some of the brand new Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Hello and welcome back to Lakewood Park for this audio broadcast of the Edenton Steamers taking on the Suffolk Voyagers. The Steamers got one across in the top of the second thanks to 3 consecutive errors from the Voyagers defense. And the left-hander, Nicky Wolking, back out on the mound for the Clams. And he'll be up against Tyler Gorbett. The right-hander steps into the box, catching tonight for the Voyagers, and he'll lead off the second. First pitch, he'll foul that one straight back. The count moves to 0-1. The Voyagers had a pair of hits in that first inning, got runners to second and third before Nicky Wolking was able to get 2 consecutive outs to strand them there. Counts 0-1 to Tyler Gorbett as Wolking fixes his hat on the mound. Gorbett digs his right foot into the back of the box. Wolking from the windup. The 0-1 pitch. Floats in there for a called strike, 0-2, and off speed from Nicky Wolking. He's out ahead of Gorbett, 0-2. Last time these teams matched up, Gorbett went 1 for 4. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, he got him. Second strikeout of the night for Wolking. It's out number 1 here in the second. Wolking, no stranger to strikeouts. Had 10 strikeouts in his first start against the Sea Dogs at home. It's his first pitch. It's in there for a called strike, 0-1 to Caden Hillberger, both pitching and hitting 7th tonight. The 0-1 pitch floats in there for a called strike, 0-2. Wolking really filling up the strike zone. Counts quickly, 0-2 to Hillberger, who's pitched the first 2 innings for the Voyagers. Here's the 0-2. Up high, 1-2 the count. When these teams last played, Hillberger hit. He went 1 for 4 in that game, struck out a pair of times. The 1-2 pitch. Down low in the dirt, stopped by Kermode. Count moves to 2-2. Wolking kicks some dirt off the top of the mound as Hillberger, the righty, steps in. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and rocketed down the left field line. That'll drop for a base hit. Hunter Cole ranging towards the line to cut it off. Hillberger's around first, heading for second, and he takes a turn back. Great job by Hunter Cole to get all the way to foul territory to pick that ball up and get it in. and hold Hilberger to a single after he crushed that ball down the line. The third hit of the night for the Voyagers, and that'll bring up Alex Gilisano. One out here in the second. The right-hander Gilisano steps into the box. He's at second base tonight for the Voyagers. Wolking from the stretch. His first pitch is swung on, hit high out towards left field. Cole moves to his left. Couple of steps. He'll make the catch in left field and get it back in for the second out here in the second. Wolking trying to strand another runner on the base paths for the Voyagers, as that'll bring Benny Spady, the 9-hole hitter, up to the plate. The righty Spady over at first base today defensively for the Voyagers. And they'll throw back on Hilberger. That one was in the dirt, but Tate Abbott does a nice job getting down and blocking the one-hopper with his chest. Wolking from the stretch. The first pitch to Spady. Just missed a bit low. 1-0 the count. Spady's still looking for his first hit of the summer. 0 for 5 through the first 3 games of the Voyagers this season. 1-0's up high. 2-0 the count. Spady was 0 for 2. He did reach base with a walk the last time these teams matched up back at historic Hicks Field. The 2-0 to Spady. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. It's Caden Hilberger over at first, who singled into left field. He's there with 2 outs. The Voyagers trying to avoid stranding a runner for the second straight inning. Pitch is in there for a called strike. 2-2 the count. Now to Spady. Spady hit .316 in his spring season at Prince George Community College. Still yet to show it off here at Lakewood Park. Here comes the 2-2. Up high for a ball, 3-2. Hilberger will be off and running on the pitch from first. Full count, 2 outs here in the second. Steamers out ahead 1-0. Wolking comes set. From the stretch, the 3-2. In there for a called strike 3. Wolking, his second strikeout of the inning, wraps up the bottom half of the second. We'll head to the third. It's Edenton out ahead, 1-0. The Steamers are proud to announce that Venture Tours is the official travel partner of the team for the 2022 season. Venture Tours is a family-owned business specializing in motor coach transportation. The owners have been in the motor coach industry for more than 40 years. A mixture of hard work and family legacy helped to create Venture Tours, one of the most successful motor coach companies in Hampton Roads, coastal Virginia. If you're interested in traveling with Venture Tours, give them a call at 757-494-1480 or visit venturebustours.com. The Edenton Steamers and the Edenton Aces are excited to join forces as the Edenton Baseball Club. The Edenton Baseball Club's mission is to raise money to benefit historic Hicks Field and contribute to the longevity of our beautiful facility. On Saturday, June 18th, the Steamers will be wearing special themed jerseys that bear the logo of the Steamers and the Aces. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and the proceeds from... If you go check out our social media on Twitter, we have pictures of Davis Halstead and Chris Morris both donning those special jerseys. We're back here in the third. Alden Cottle will lead things off for the Steamers. First pitch he sees is down in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Caden Hilberger back out on the mound for the Voyagers for his third inning of work. singled at the plate in his last inning. The first time we've seen a Steamer opponent pitch and hit in the same game. His second pitch is across for a called strike on the outside corner, 1-1 the count. Cottle was 0 for 4 last night. Still looking for his first hit tonight. Pitch will take that one a bit outside. Held high, 2-1 the count. Cottle grounded out in his first at bat, back in the first. Pitch. Swung on it, rocketed into left field for a base hit. It's towards the line. Cottle will take a slow turn around first, and now it's bobbled in left field by Goldson. It'll go towards the wall. Cottle will take the extra base, and he's into second. It was a single for Cottle, but the bobble in left field by Goldson allowed him to make it all the way into scoring position. Leadoff man's down there with nobody out here in the third. It's the third hit of the night for the Steamers. That'll bring Tate Abbott up to the plate. Abbott smoked a ball on his first at bat, but directly at the first baseman, Benny Spady. He caught it on the line. Hilberger from the stretch, the pitch. Abbott watches it come across in the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Abbott once again back into the Steamers lineup last night after a 2-game absence with right knee soreness. Behind in the count, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, rocketed to second, and it's caught at second base. Throw back to second. Cottle's back in safely. Abbott has absolutely smoked both balls in each at bat. This time it's Gilisano at second to snag it out of the air, and that's the first out here in the third. Tate Abbott is on the ball right now. Robbed of his what would have been his second hit. That'll bring Jared Beebe to the plate to face Hilberger with 1 out. First pitch. Taken for a called strike, 0-1. Jared Beebe flew out back in the first with runners in scoring position to wrap up the rally in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch. Beebe waits on it, fouls it straight back and out of play. Now moves to 0-2. Alden Cottle down at second. He led the inning off with a single, and then an error out in left field allowed him to advance into scoring position. Hilberger set. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped over towards first. It bounces up on Spady. It's off his chest. Gilisano over to barehanded. His throw to first isn't in time. A ball that took a rough hop on Spady allows Beebe to get into first. Another error for the Voyagers defense. That's number 5 tonight. It allows Cottle to move over to third, and now runners at the corners, just 1 out for Jackson Hipp. Hilberger set, runners at the corners. First pitch to Hipp. Swing and a miss at the first one he sees. 0-1 the count. Pitch was a bit on the outer half, took something off of it. Hipp's behind 0-1. Hipp 0 for 1 tonight, flew out his first time up. Pitch. In there for a called strike. A fastball that time from Hilberger. Moves the count to 0-2 to Hipp. Hipp didn't get the start last night. He came in to pinch hit as the last batter of the game at historic Hicks Field. He struck out swinging. But he's got an opportunity here with runners at the corners. Just 1 out. Pitch, and Hipp fouls it straight back and out of play. Pitch is about shoulder high. We'll do it again at 0-2. Hipp stands in, hitting .233 this season. Hilberger set. And the 0-2. Swung on, hit high out towards shallow right field. Coming in, that ball's going to drop in for a base hit. They'll get the out at second as Beebe had to hold. Cottle will come in to score from third. And the Steamers extend their lead. It's 2-0 on the RBI single from Jackson Hipp. It was a ball that floated high in the air, but just dropped in a spot between the center fielder, second baseman, and right fielder. Beebe really had to hold it first because he didn't want to get doubled off to end the inning. So he's thrown out at second. Cottle comes in to score. Hipp now at first. Hunter Cole up to the plate. He'll watch the first pitch come across inside. The count moves to 1-0. Steamers have now scored in back-to-back innings, getting off to a better start here at Lakewood Park than we've seen the last two nights at historic Hicks Field. They'll check up on Hipp at first. He dives back in safely. Steamers have been a lot better offensively on the road compared to home, as here's the 1-0 pitch. That's down low. Caught out of the dirt by Gorbett. 2-0 the count to Cole. Steamers are scoring 6 runs per game on the road. They're scoring less than 3 runs per game at historic Hicks Field. Usually you'll see it the other way around. The 2-0 to Cole. He'll swing and foul that one straight back. Count moves to 2-1. Cole flew out his last time up. He's got Jackson Hipp over at first, who singled in the Steamers' second run of the game. Hilberger set. Pitch. And it took something off of it. It's in there for a strike in the dirt. 2-2. Swing and a miss from Cole as that ball just dropped right at the end. 2-2 to Cole. Hipp at first. Hilberger's ready. Pitch. And he did it again. It drops. It's in the dirt. Cole's just going to walk back to the dugout, and that'll wrap up the top half of the third. The Steamers add another. It's now 2-0 Edenton here at Lakewood Park. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they'll be hosting 2 youth baseball camps this summer. This year's camp dates are July 13th through the 15th, and the first one's actually already started. It was June 15th through the 17th. We had a rain out today, so now the last 2 days of that camp will be Friday and Saturday. But it's been so much fun, especially based off the first day. A lot of fun. The ball players ages 5 to 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today for that camp in July. It's a lot of fun. It's a can't-miss opportunity. A bunch of players out to help the kids at different stations, hitting, base running, pitching. They all scrimmage at the end. A lot of fun. Bottom of the third here at Lakewood Park. Steamers out ahead 2-0. Brian Wilson will watch the first pitch from Nicky Wolking. Be a bit outside for a ball, 1-0. Wilson, the leadoff man, the lefty for this Voyagers team. He doubled to lead off the first inning for Suffolk. Wolking from the windup. Pitch at the knees, a bit low. They're going to check down at third as Wilson nearly offered at it. He's ahead in the count 2-0. The count to Wilson. Wolking from the windup, the 2-0. Inside, 3-0. Wilson doubled in his first at bat. He went without a hit the last time these teams matched up. 3-0 pitch. He'll take it right belt high for a called strike, 3-1. Kings allowed 3 Voyagers hits through the first 2 innings. The 3-1 pitch. On the outside half, a bit off the plate for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for Brian Wilson to begin the third. That'll bring Dawson Gizik up to the plate. It's Wilson down at first, Gizik at the plate. The righty steps in, playing shortstop tonight for the Voyagers. King back to the stretch. Pitch. He shows bunt. He pops it up. Foul territory off the fence on the right side. Count moves to 0-1 to Gizik. Brian Wilson reached for the second time today. He's on first with a walk, and Gizik trying to move him over. Pitch, he shows bunt. That one's popped up first base side. It'll drop foul again. 0-2 the count on a couple of bunt attempts from Gizik. Now he's down in the count 0-2. Like Wilson, he only had 1 plate appearance the last time these teams matched up, and he walked in that plate appearance. So far tonight, he's 0 for 1. He popped out back in the first inning. King from the stretch. The pitch. Swung on foul, first base side out of play. As Gizik now getting a chance to swing the bat. He's still down 0-2. We'll do it again. For Wolking, it's his 3rd start of the year. Went 5 innings against the Sea Dogs and 4 against the Redbirds in his last start. The 0-2 pitch. Outside, up and away. 1-2 the count to Gizik. Wolking's racked up 18 strikeouts and just over 10 innings pitched for the Steamers this summer. He's ready, and the 1-2 he'll throw over to first to keep Wilson close. Wilson back in, stepping in safely. Wolking with just a 1.74 ERA. And one of the more reliable starters, as have most of the starters for the Steamers this year. That pitch is popped up first base side, drifting towards foul territory. Abbott unable to make the catch on the pop-up. In and out of the glove, and the wind took some control of that one as well. Abbott ranged towards the dugout and had to work his way back towards first base. An extra life here for Gizik. The count remains 1-2. Wolking set. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away again. It's the 5th foul ball. The at-bat from Gizik. He's still alive at the count 1-2. Gizik 1 for 2 this season. He has walked 3 times. Wolking's pitch. Swung on, chopped over towards second. Cottle ranging in towards the infield grass. His only play is to first, and it's not in time. A slow chopper from Gizik. He's able to beat it out as Cottle couldn't quite get a handle on it. Wilson moves to second. An infield single for Gizik. A big opportunity for the Voyagers to respond. They've got their first 2 hitters aboard. As Philip Forbes will come up to the plate. Wolking from the stretch. The first pitch to Forbes. Inside to the righty. 1-0 the count. Phil Forbes, call him P5, the grandson of head coach Phil Forbes III. This Philip Forbes is Phil Forbes the 5th. The 1-0 is swung on and fouled straight back and out of play. 1-1 the count. It's Brian Wilson down at second, who led the inning off with a walk, and Dawson Gizik over at first. An infield single to the right side. The first 2 men aboard for Suffolk. Wolking's worked around some early base runners in this game. The 1-1 pitch. Chopped back and foul. 1-2 the count. Philip Forbes up at the plate. He singled his last time up. Was stranded out in scoring position after the Voyagers got runners at second and third in the first. Weren't able to bring him home. He's got an opportunity now with 2 on and nobody out here in the third. Pitch. Swung on, floated foul on the first base side. We'll do it again at 1 and 2. Bit beyond first base on a line and never really had a chance. Now there's no baseballs left in the field of play. The Voyagers, who went out to collect the foul balls, finally bring them back in as the home plate umpire takes a walk over. He'll get 2 balls into his hand. Woking gets another. The Voyagers still out looking for balls down that right side. When you get 5 foul balls and an at-bat from Gizik, that'll put you behind a few. 1 and 2 the count to Forbes. Runners at first and second, and Woking will spin back. Take a look at Wilson down at second base. Woking set. Pitch. Swung on, looped over the head of Cottle into center field. Paulson coming in. They're going to hold the runner at third, and Wilson, the throw in is cut off by Abbott, and the bases are now loaded for the Voyagers with nobody out here in the third. The second hit of the inning for the Voyagers, and that'll bring Trey Blow up to the plate. The second hit of the night for Philip Forbes. Blow at the plate. He struck out his first time up. Woking back into the windup with the bases loaded. Here's his first pitch. Swung on a hit high to shallow right field. Hip moving in. He's got it. Wilson coming from third. Throw to the plate is cut off by Abbott. 1 run comes in, and the Voyagers have cut the lead in half thanks to a sac fly from Trey Blow. That's only the first out here in the third. Runners from first and second also advance. 2 in scoring position for the Voyagers and still under 2 outs. Ahmad Goldson up to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Pitch to him. He checks, swings, fouls at third base side towards the Steamers' dugout and out of play, 0-1. Tate Abbott at first. Right on that infield grass, as is Jared Beebe at third. Chase Bruno and Alden Cottle shading towards second base, not too far in. The 0-1 pitch is fouled straight back into the fence. Now moves to 0-2. Goldson grounded out his first time up. Woking from the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. A big strikeout for Woking. It's his 4th of the night. And there's now 2 outs here in the third. Woking stranded some runners already in this game, looking to keep 2 more at second and third. Tyler Gorbett will come up to the plate, the righty for the Voyagers. The first pitch, he'll ground it over to short. Bruno's in on it. He'll step in, throw to first, in time. The Voyagers load him up with nobody out, but they only bring 1 home. Nicky Woking works out of the jam to preserve the Steamers' lead. It's Edenton 2, Suffolk 1 as we head to the 4th. Hello and welcome back to Lakewood Park. As Case Kermode will lead things off here in the top half of the fourth for the Steamers. Still going against Caden Hilberger on the mound, who's worked through 3 innings so far for Suffolk. First pitch to Kermode, hit inside, chest high, count moves to 1-0. Second pitch to Kermode, outside, 2-0 the count. Kermode reached on the first of 3 errors in the second inning for the Voyagers defense, eventually came around to score. That pitch comes in across, held high for a called strike. 2-1 the count to Kermode. Hilberger from the windup, the 2-1. Swung on, grounded over towards third. Blows got it. He'll take a couple hops. The throw across the diamond is in time. Kermode sort of stumbled coming across first, and that's the first out here in the fourth. One down, that'll bring Nate Paulson up to the plate. Paulson out in the center field tonight for the Steamers. He also reached on an error back in that second inning where the Steamers initially took a 1-0 lead. First pitch, Paulson shows bunt, pulls it back on a pitch that was a whole Steamers dugout up against the fence. A lot more energy tonight from the Clams after a couple of tough losses at home. The 1-0 to Paul. He'll swing and foul at first base side, out of play. That count will move to 1-1. Steamers have dropped back-to-back at home to move 3 and 4 Premier Collegiate League play, trying to get back on the right track here at Lakewood Park. 1-1 pitch is right across on the outside half to Paulson for a called strike, 1-2. Hilberger quickly to the windup. The pitch outside, 2-2 the count now to Paulson. Paulson hitting .233 this season. He swings and fouls that pitch off back behind home. Count stays even at 2-2. Paulson went 1 for 3 last night. Pardon me, 0 for 4 last night against Tarboro with a strikeout. 2-2 pitches, fouled first base side, giving chase is Spady from first. That one's going to drift into the trees and out of play down the right field line. We'll do it again at 2-2. Paulson went 1 for 3 the last time these teams matched up. That was back at historic Hicks Field in a 6-1 Steamers win. He also walked. He reached base twice in that one. Hilberger's ready, the 2-2. In the dirt outside, 3-2 now the count to Paulson. A great at bat here with 1 out in the fourth. Hilberger's ready, the pitch. Swung on, hit high out towards right field. Moving in is Forbes. He's under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2 in the fourth. Back to the top of the order for the Steamers. It'll be Chase Bruno up to the plate. Chase Bruno, he's been aboard twice tonight, singled in his first at bat and reached on an error that brought home a run for the Steamers back in the second. First pitch to Bruno. He'll swing and send that one up the middle. A nice play by Gilisano to backhand, and his throw to first is in time to get Bruno. First base coach Ashton Roy disagrees with the call, but an impressive play by Gilisano. Backhanding the ball, running towards second, throwing across his body to retire one of the fastest players on the Steamers. That'll do it for the top of the fourth. We'll head to the bottom half. It's Edenton 2, Suffolk 1. Hello and welcome back to Lakewood Park as we're set to begin the bottom half of the fourth inning between the Edenton Steamers and the Suffolk Voyagers. The Steamers are out ahead 2-1. They put runs on the board in the second and third innings. The Voyagers put one off across in the bottom half of the third to cut the lead in half. Mickey Wolking back on the mound for Edenton as we begin the bottom of the fourth. Caden Hilberger, the opposing pitcher, steps into the box. The righty's waiting. First pitch, he grounds it through the hole on the left side. It's knocked down by Bruno into shallow left. And Hilberger's aboard. It's his second hit of the night. Second hit of the night for Hilberger, and he's aboard at first. It's the sixth hit of the game already for Suffolk. And Alex Gilisano will come up to the plate. The righty will step into the box. Playing down at second tonight for the Voyagers as Wolking's back into the stretch. First pitch. Inside. Gilisano is to bend back to avoid it. Count moves to 1-0. Wolking's done a nice job stranding runners. Voyagers have gotten aboard a few times. And here's the 1-0. He shows bunt. It's sent down the third base line. They'll let it roll foul, and Jared Beebe, the third baseman, immediately picks it up as it crosses that third base line. Count evens up 1-1 now to Gilisano. Hilberger down at first, led the inning off with a single, and see if the Voyagers continue to try and move their runners along. We've seen them show bunt in a few innings after getting the leadoff man on. He's got his sign from the stretch. 1-1 pitch. He kind of checked his swing and hit off the knob of the bat. And the count moves to 1-2 as they gift Wolking a strike there, and he's ahead in the count. Gilisano behind in the count. 1-2. Pitch and he'll swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Wolking. It's his fifth of the night. And there's one out here in the fourth. That'll bring Benny Spady slowly up to the plate. Here with one out in the fourth. Spady struck out looking his first time up. The righty's into the box. Wolking's first pitch is swung on and fouled back into the glove of Kermo. The count moves to 0-1. Beatty once again struck out looking back in his first at bat to wrap up the second inning. He's got Hilberger over at first. Wolking's pitch outside. 1-1 the count. Strikeout with his fourth of the season and 6 at-bats. Still looking to put the bat on the ball, and he'll send that one high down the left field line. It'll drift foul and out of play. The count moves to 1-2 to Spady. Got a lot of bat on that one, but wasn't able to keep it fair. Abbott over at first, holding on Hilberger. The rest of the Steamers back near the edge of the outfield grass. Here's Wolking's pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strikeout number 6 for Wolking. The second strikeout of the night for Spady. And it's out number 2 here in the fourth. That gives Nicky Wolking at least 6 strikeouts in all 3 of his starts this season. Had 10 back in his first, 6 in his second, and now he's got 6 here in his third as the first pitch into Wilson is swung on and missed for a strike. 0-1. Wilson's reached twice tonight, led off the game with a double and walked in his last at bat. Pitch to the lefty. He'll chop it the other way to short. Bruno's got it. His toss to second in time. And that'll wrap up the fourth inning. 4 solid innings from Nicky Wolking. And we'll head to the fifth here at Lakewood Park. The Steamers still out ahead 2-1. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to help raise money for their services. On Friday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing specially themed patriotic jerseys for the game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. Welcome back to Lakewood Park as we're just about ready to begin the fifth inning. The Steamers out ahead of the Voyagers 2-1. It's their second matchup of the season. The Steamers won the first between the teams at historic Hicks Field 6-1. It's the Clams' second game here at Lakewood Park. They beat the Norfolk Redbirds back last Saturday, which was the last win the Steamers have this season. That was the third of their second 3-game winning streak of the year. They've lost 2 consecutive games, trying to get back in the win column tonight. The Steamers sit at 6-4 overall, 3-4 in Premier Collegiate League play. It's Caden Hilberger back on the mound for the Voyagers for his 5th inning of work. He'll go against Tanner Thatch. First pitch to Thatch is fouled straight back. 0-1 the count. Thatch is 1 for 2 tonight, singled in his first at bat, flew out in at bat number 2. The 0-1, outside all the way. The count evens up at 1-1 to Thatch. Thatch went 2 for 3 last night, including his first extra base hit of the season with a double. He's trying to heat up at the right time, getting a couple of starts now in the designated hitter spot. He'll swing and foul that one off his foot. 1-2 the count to Thatch. He also walked last night. He was on base 3 times, recently named the 1A State Player of the Year. Thatch, we've seen him pitch and hit this season. He'll rocket that one back up the middle for a base hit. A leadoff single for Tanner Thatch. It's his 2nd hit of the night. And the Steamers have the leadoff man aboard in the 5th. It's the 5th hit of the night for Edenton, and that'll bring Alden Cottle up to the plate. Cottle hit the ball hard and singled to left field his last time up. And then an error out there fielding the single allowed him to advance to second. Hilberger's first pitch is in the dirt. It hops up on Gorbit. Thatch gets a nice lead off first, doesn't take second. Count moves to 1-0. Nice job by Gorbit to at least keep it in front of him. One 1-0 the count to Cottle. With Thatch over at first. Pitch. Outside. 2-0 the count to Cottle. Steamers nursing just a 1-run lead. Been playing from behind a lot the last 2 nights. Trying to build on the lead that they have tonight. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on, hit high, right side, first base side, drifting towards foul territory. Forbes from right field is going to come over and make the catch on the foul line, just in foul territory. And that's the first out here in the 5th. Thatch holds it first. And with 1 out, that'll bring Tate Abbott up to the plate. Abbott's 0 for 2, but he's absolutely smoked the ball in each of his first 2 at bats. A line out to Spady at first and 1 to Gilisano at second. Hilberger's pitch, and Abbott this time pops it up, foul, and out of play. 0-1 the count to Abbott. He's seen the ball well against Hilberger tonight. Hilberger working through his 3rd time in the order in the 5th inning, the starter tonight for the Voyagers. The 0-1 pitch. Outside in the dirt. It got through the legs of Corbett, and Thatch will move into scoring position at second. A runner in scoring position now for Abbott. Abbott hitting .292 this season. On base percentage of .370. He's got a runner in scoring position. The 1-1 from Hilberger. Inside, right around the knees. 2-1 the count now to Abbott. Abbott was 1 for 4 last night. His return from a 2-game absence from right knee soreness. The 2-1 pitch. Abbott swings, fouls at third base side, not a play. That'll even up the count at 2-2. Tanner Thatch down at second. It's Dawson Guzik, the shortstop, hanging around the bag, trying to keep Thatch close. Hilberger from the stretch, the 2-2. Inside in the dirt, and it got a piece of the leg of Tate Abbott on the way in. He'll take first. Right on the knee that Abbott missed a couple of games with, that right knee. But he comfortably takes the jog down to first. The Steamers now have runners at first and second, just 1 out here in the 5th, as Jared Beebe will come up to the plate. Beebe's 0 for 2 tonight. He'll swing at the first pitch from Hilberger, fly it foul on the first base side. It'll float out of play. Beebe flew out his first time up, and he reached on an error in his second at bat. 1 of 5 errors tonight for the Voyagers defense. The 0-1 to Beebe. Inside, he'll send that one out high to left field. Goldson moving to his right, and he's going to make a running catch. And he'll get it back in. The runners retreat, and that's out number 2 in the 5th. Goldson sprinting towards that left field line, able to make the running grab. That'll bring Jackson Hipp up to the plate with 2 down in the 5th. Jackson Hipp knocked in a run with a single to shallow right his last time up. He's got 2 runners on here in the 5th. Hilberger's pitch. Swung on, hit high towards center field. Wilson moving back into left center field. He's got a beat on it, and he'll make the catch to wrap up the top of the 5th. The Steamers leave 2 on the base paths. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 5. It's the Steamers 2 and the Voyagers 1. Venture Tours is proud to announce the return of their Atlantic City Casino Day trips. You don't have to break your piggy bank to visit Atlantic City for the day. Tickets are $85. You must be 21 years or older to participate. The trip includes $35 in free slot play at Resorts Casino. These Saturday trips offer exciting escorted trips where you can ride in comfort and luxury. If you're interested in traveling with Venture Tours, give them a call at 757-494-1480 or visit VentureBusTours.com. Venture Tours is the official travel partner of the Steamers for the 2022 season. Hello and welcome back to Lakewood Park as we're set to begin the bottom half of the fifth. Nicky Wolking back out on the mound, looking to make it through his fifth inning of work. He's allowed 6 hits and walked none here against the Voyagers, working his way into the fifth. First pitch to Dawson Cusick is down low for a ball, 1-0 the count. Cusick, the right-hander, into the box, playing short tonight for the Voyagers, and he'll check swing, chop it over to Wolking. He moves to his right, throws to first, dug out by Abbott on a throw in the dirt. Oh, it's dropped by Abbott. It looked like he picked it on a nice play by Wolking moving to his right. Abbott unable to scoop it, and the leadoff man is aboard now for the Voyagers. The first error of the night for the Steamers defense. Leadoff man aboard for the Voyagers. That'll bring Philip Forbes up to the plate. Righty into the box against Wolking. The first pitch is rocketed to short on one hop. Bruno's got it. Throw to second for one. Over to first for 2. One pitch double play to Philip Forbes. A quick 2 outs for Wolking. That'll bring Trey Blow up to the plate now with nobody on here in the fifth. Blow knocked it a run in his last at bat with a sac fly, the only run on the board tonight for the Voyagers. First pitch on the outside corner called a strike, 0-1. Wolking all of a sudden has a chance for a quick fifth inning here. 0-1 pitch. Floats in there for a called strike, 0-2 the count to Blow. Blow over at third tonight for the Voyagers. He's made one of the 5 errors for the Suffolk defense. The 0-2 pitch up high, taken for a ball, 1-2. Wolking quickly back on the mound. He's feeling good. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Just outside, 2-2 the count to Blow. Blow, was mentioned, had the sac flies last time up, struck out his first time up. Pitch. Swung on, lined out towards center field. It'll drop in for a base hit. A 2-out single for Trey Blow. It's the 7th hit of the night for the Voyagers. That'll put a runner aboard with 2 down here in the fifth. Lefty Ahmad Goldson will step into the box. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He's out in left field for the Voyagers tonight. Wolking's first pitch outside in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Goldson struck out looking his last time up. Just like Blow, he's made one of the 5 errors for the Voyagers defense. He'll swing at the second pitch, chop it over to first. Abbott fields it on a hop, and he'll take it to the back. Hello and welcome back to the top half of the sixth here at Lakewood Park. Hunter Cole leading things off for the Steamers. He'll show bunt and he'll pull it back. It's low for a ball, 1-0. Caden Hilberger back out on the mound for his sixth inning of work. 1-0 pitch. Cole shows bunt again. Pulls back again on a pitch that's low. 2-0 the count to Cole. Cole's 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out in his last at bat. That pitch just misses outside. 3-0 the count to Hunter Cole. Hilberger's ready. The 3-0 pitch. Cole lets it come across for a called strike. 3-1 the count. Hunter Cole went 1 for 3 last night against the River Bandits. Here's the 3-1 pitch. He's out in front, swings and misses. Count moves to 3-2. Hilberger from the windup. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled straight onto the plate by Cole. We'll do it again at 3-2. 5 hits in the game so far for the Steamers, 7 for the Voyagers. The 3-2 pitch is popped up foul. Right up against the fence. That one will be dropped. The catcher, Gorbett, was near the ball. The wind sort of took control up there. We've seen a couple of missed fly balls from both sides tonight. And Cole earns a second life here with the count 3-2. Hunter Cole named the Steamers Offensive Player of the Week by the PCL for a week in which he went 3 for 8, a pair of extra base hits. 3-2 pitch, inside, ball 4. Hunter Cole works a leadoff walk here in the 6th. It's the 4th time the Steamers have the leadoff man aboard, and that'll bring Case Kermode up to the plate with nobody out. Hunter Cole over at first. Hilberger back, and the pitch is up high for a ball. Cole takes off for second, throw goes into center field. Cole thought about taking off for third. He'll get back into second. But Hunter Cole moves up 90 feet. On a stolen base, the throw from Gorbett flew high into center field. The Steamers only 4 stolen bases, or pardon me, 5 stolen bases as a team this season. Good to see Cole taking the extra bat. Kermode's out ahead 1-0 in the count. Pitch, he'll let that one come across in the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. Cole takes a lead off second. Kermode at the plate, 0 for 2 against Hilberger. The pitch. Swung on, hit high out towards left center field. That ball is going to get up, and that ball is up against the wall. Cole's going to come around to score. Kermode's into second with a stand-up double, and the Steamers extend the lead. It's 3-1 Edenton. It's an RBI double for Case Kermode. The first run he's knocked in this season. And another runner in scoring position for the Clams with nobody out as head coach Philip Forbes will take the long walk to the mound, and he'll take the ball from his pitcher, Caden Hilberger. The Steamers add another here in the 6th. We've got a pitching change for the Voyagers. We'll be right back. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 16th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that'll be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is a Major League Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back to Lakewood Park here in the top half of the 6th. The Voyagers have made their first pitching change, and the Steamers scored for the 3rd time tonight thanks to an RBI double from Case Kermode. The Voyagers bring A.J. Zeke into the ball game, and Zeke's actually seen these Steamers before. The last time these teams matched up at historic Hicks Field, Zeke pitched a little over an inning, allowed 1 hit, pair of runs, and walked a couple as well. So the Steamers already with a runner down there at second and nobody out, looking to add some insurance for Nicky Wolking, who's gone the first 5 innings, allowed just 1 run pitching for the Clams. As Zeke will finish up his warm-up tosses in relief of Caden Hilberger. Hilberger went 5+ innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 runs came across, and he walked 1. But not all those runs are on Caden Hilberger. His defense made 5 errors behind him. Zeke on the mound. Nate Paulson up to the plate for Edenton with Case Kermode down at second. Paulson's 0 for 2 tonight. Pitch. He'll show bunt, pop it up third base side. It'll go foul into the Steamers' dugout. Nice catch in there by someone in the Steamers' dugout. We saw left hand go up and make that grab. 0-1 the count. Now to Paulson. Paulson hitting 9th tonight out in center field for the Steamers. Zeke, the right-hander, from the stretch. The pitch. That one floats across a bit outside for a ball, 1-1. Case Kermode doing a lot of dancing out there at second. Wasn't really being held on. Now Dawson Gizik, the shortstop, will move a bit closer to second in case Zeke wants to turn around and try a pickoff. Here's the pitch. Paulson shows bunt again. He'll pop it up again. This one goes back into the fence. Count moves to 1-2 as Nate Paulson has fouled off a pair of bunt attempts. Trying to move Case Kermode just a bit closer. Steamers catcher down at second. Zeke into the game. He's pitched 4 innings this season, including that one against the Steamers. As that pitch is outside for a ball, 2-2. Nice catch from Gorbett, moving all the way to his right to cut it off and keep Kermode at second. Zeke's pitched in a pair of games. He's given up a couple of runs, walked 3, struck out 3 in those 4 innings. Back for his 3rd appearance of the season tonight. The 2-2 to Paulson. Swing and a miss. He got him. That pitch dropped off into the dirt outside, and it's the first strikeout for Zeke, the first out here in the 6th. That'll bring Chase Bruno up to the plate with a runner out in scoring position. Bruno 1 for 3 tonight. He led off the game with a single. Fourth time through the order for the Steamers. Kermode still down at second. The first pitch to Bruno is down low for a ball, 1-0. Chase Bruno came into tonight a team high 17 hits. No other Steamer is up in double digits. Bruno does have the most at bats. He came into tonight with 43. No other Steamer near 40 as Zeke spins off and chases Kermode back to the bag. No one was covering, so no one to throw to, but he sort of walked over towards second, and Kermode had to get back to the bag quickly. 1-0 the count to Bruno. The pitch. He'll swing and line that one towards left field. That's going to get down for a base hit down the line. Kermode sprinting around third. He's going to come home standing up. And Chase Bruno with an RBI single puts the Steamers ahead 4-1. Jace Bruno puts the 7th hit of the game out for the Steamers. It's now the 4th run allowed by Hilberger, who was responsible for Kermode at second. It's Bruno's team-leading 7th run batted in of the season. Tanner Thatch up to the plate. He takes a called strike across. Counts 0-1. Thatch is 2 for 3 tonight, a pair of singles. He'll swing and ground that one to the right side. It's off the glove of the first baseman, Spady. It's going to drift into the infield grass. Thatch is safe. Runners at first and second as Thatch hits another ball hard. Bruno moves to second. Thatch to first. It's a hit for Tanner Thatch, the 3rd hit of the inning for the Steamers. Steamers have already put a couple across here in the 6th. Still threatening with 2 runners on, just 1 out as Alden Cottle's up to the plate. Cottle swings at the first pitch he sees, pops it high down the first baseline. Sprinting in from right is Forbes, sliding, and he'll make the catch. A nice catch from Forbes. Bruno will tag and head from second to third. A really impressive catch from Philip Forbes, who went sliding onto the line. He's up a bit slow. Cottle robbed of a hit as Thatch had to remain at first. Bruno does a nice job moving up, and that's the 2nd out here in the 6th. As Forbes slowly walks back to his spot in right field. Tate Abbott up to the plate. Abbott reached his last time up. He was hit by a pitch. They're going to test over at second. Bruno tagged up. They're trying to see if he took off. The second base umpire signals safe. Bruno waited until the catch was made. Two outs here in the 6th as Abbott's up to the plate with runners on the corners. The pitch. They'll let that one float inside for a ball, 1-0. Abbott is first to at bat. Smoked balls to first and second base. They were both caught. And he reached in his last at bat when he was hit by a pitch. The 1-0. Outside for a ball. 2-0 the count to Abbott. Is up high. It's off the glove of Corbett. Bruno's coming home, and he's going to come across standing. A pitch that was up and away just bounced off the glove of Corbett. Chase Bruno heads up base running. Brings across the 5th run of the night for Edenton. It is 5-1. And Tanner Thatch on the play, moved from first to second. The count moves to 3-0 to Abbott. So still a runner out in scoring position for the Clams. Abbott ahead 3-0. And the Steamers have runners at first and second, 2 outs here in the 6th. Jared Beebe getting the start over at third base tonight. He's got Tanner Thatch at second, Tate Abbott at first. 1-0 in the count. The pitch nearly offers at it. It's a called strike on the one high out towards center field. Wilson ranging back. He's up towards the wall, and he'll make the catch to wrap up the top of the 6th. The Steamers bring across 3 more here in the 6th. And they extend the lead. It's now 5-1 Edenton as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Hello and welcome back to Lakewood Park here for the bottom half of the sixth between the Steamers and the Voyagers. Edenton put 3 on the board in the top half to extend to a 5-1 lead. Nicky Wolking back on the mound for his 6th inning of work. This will be his longest start of the season. He went 5 against Virginia Beach back in his first start. He went 4 in his last start against the Redbirds. Wolking working into the 6th. As Tyler Gorbett will lead things off. Bottom of the 6th. The right-hander Gorbett stands in. Wolking's first pitch is in there for a called strike on the outer half. 0-1 the count. The Voyagers have collected 7 hits through the first 5 innings, but Wolking has worked in and out of a lot of trouble tonight, and he's ahead of Gorbett, 0-2. Gorbett 0 for 2 tonight. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded over to third. Beebe stays down on it. His throw all the way across is in time for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th. Caden Hillberger up to the mound, the starting pitcher tonight for the Voyagers. He's 2 for 2 at the plate with a pair of singles. The 0-1 pitch is taken for a called strike at the knees. 0-2 the count. Hillberger had 2 hits total through 3 games coming into tonight. He's matched that total in this game with a pair of singles. He's behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Up and away, 1-2 the count. The Steamers used 5 pitchers last night against Tarboro. Wolking trying to give him a rest. That pitch is in the dirt, taken by Hillberger for a ball. 2-2 the count. Wolking at a quick 5th inning, trying to replicate that here in the 6th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him. The 7th strikeout of the night for Wolking. It's the first time Hillberger's been sent down tonight, and there's 2 outs here in the 6th. Alex Gilisano up to the plate, the righty playing at second base tonight for the Voyagers. First pitch. Nicky Wolking is up to 25 strikeouts. Wolking's got his sign from the windup, the 1-1. In there for a called strike on the inside half. 1-2 the count. Wolking's ready, ahead in the count, 1-2. Here it comes, the 1-2 pitch. Up high for a ball, 2-2. Gilisano hitting 8th for the Voyagers on their 3rd time through the lineup against Nicky Wolking, who's only seemed to heat up. He's gotten further along. Pitch. Down low for a ball, 3-2. Gilisano's ready. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back, and the bat came straight back as well. Into the fence. The count's still at 3-2. He goes to pick it up. Fortunately, no one hit by the bat on the backswing. Case Kermode, the catcher for the Steamers, and the home plate umpire, both unharmed on the play. Nobody on for the Voyagers here in the bottom of the 6th. Wolking's got 2 outs and a full count against Alex Gilisano. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back again. We'll do it again at 3-2. The Steamers trying to get back in the win column after losing a pair in a row at historic Hicks Field the last 2 nights. 6-4 overall in the season. They are 1-0 here at Lakewood Park. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strikeout number 8 for Wolking. And that'll wrap up the 6th for Nicky Wolking as we'll head to the 7th here at Lakewood Park. The Steamers out ahead 5-1. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. Steamers have 2 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for the summer, and you can catch these shows on Saturday, July 2nd and Saturday, July 30th. Mark your calendars, and we will see you at the ballpark. The Edenton Steamers 8 hits tonight. They put 3 across back in the 6th. Jackson Hipp will lead things off here in the 7th against the right-hander A.J. Zeke. Alex Hipp's 0. The 0-1 pitch, taken outside for a ball. 1-1 the count to Hipp. Hipp got the night off out of the starting lineup last night, came into pinch hit at the end of the moves to 2-1.